The following story obviously contains massive spoilers for Spider-Man: No Way Home. Somebody with more free time than I have is going to need to run through the archives and check for just how many times Andrew Garfield said that he wasn't going to be appearing in Spider-Man: No Way Home. Throughout 2021, he was promoting 3 different movies: mainstream, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, A. Dick. Boom, and was asked about his web-slinging while doing press for each one. That seems like a lot of work, so maybe someone else can check for just how many times Tom Holland said that both Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire would not be appearing in the film, had remained a lone Spidey. Tobey Maguire hasn't been in a live-action movie since 2014's Pawn Sacrifice, so he was spared from the press circuit's relentless questions, and for our purposes, we don't need anyone to count up his denials. Yet, it still never felt quite believable. Sure, Andrew Garfield is saying that Andrew Garfield isn't in Spider-Man: No Way Home. But is Andrew Garfield in Spider-Man: No Way Home? Kinda feels like he might be. Also, it kind of feels like Tobey Maguire might be. It always just felt like, they might be in the darn movie. Spider-Man fans were convinced, and were even more convinced when No Way Home revealed in its trailers that villains from past franchises, including Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin and Alfred Molina's Dafoe, would be returning, entering the MCU through an multiversal portal of sorts. If the villains are coming, surely the heroes are too, right? Sony Pictures, but the denials just kept coming. Is Andrew Garfield playing Spider-Man again? The actor read in perhaps his final denial before No Way Home's release, a WIRED Autocomplete YouTube video. Yee. Oh no. You almost got me. No. I'm not. For crying out loud. But I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with the next movie. Because I just love them. Another strong denial. But do we buy it? Had to go into No Way Home without being entirely sure one way or another. Are Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man: No Way Home? You bet your spider-loving ass they are. I guess Andrew Garfield was excited to see what they were going to do with the next Spider-Man movie because, hasn't it? It takes a while for Garfield and Maguire's versions of Peter Parker to show up in Spider-Man: No Way Home, but from the moment they enter the movie, they're in it for the long haul. Their roles aren't just brief cameos, either. The 2 Peter Parkers of old share key, important moments with the MCU Peter Parker, Holland, with purpose for both plot and character building. There's some great humor too. On more than one occasion, any Spider-Man fan will likely be laughing aloud at the interplay between the 3 generations of web-slinger. One could perhaps make the argument that the inclusion of these 2 actors, as different versions of our main character, is a cheap nostalgia ploy.